I've never shared this whole story because even now, years later, the simple sight of Christmas lights makes my stomach twist, dragging me back to what happened on Christmas Eve in 2018. Snow had been falling since noon, thick and quiet, the kind that swallows sound and makes the world feel abandoned. I was driving home from my sister's house after a long, exhausting day, already irritated that I had stayed longer than planned. The main highway had closed from the storm, so I took the forest back roads I normally avoided at night. About 10 miles from home, without warning, my gas gauge dropped from nearly half full to empty, and the engine sputtered out, stranding me in a freezing stretch of woods with no houses, no passing cars, and no cell signal. I stepped out to try walking until I found service. But the moment the car door shut, I heard it. A faint jingling, like tiny bells, delicate at first, then slowly growing louder, more deliberate, as if something were walking toward me. I tried calling out, telling myself it had to be an animal, or a loose decoration somewhere, but the jingling stopped instantly, and soft footsteps began circling me just beyond the tree line, slow, measured, and far too heavy to be any animal. My breath fogged the air as I turned in circles, heart pounding, until a shape finally stepped out from between the trees. A figure far too tall to be human, wrapped in a tattered red coat that looked soaked and frozen, bells dangling from the sleeves, though the air was completely still. It tilted its head in a jerky, unnatural motion and asked, in a voice that sounded like someone learning to imitate speech, if I needed a ride. Something inside me snapped, and I started running blindly through the knee-deep snow as the bells followed, always just behind me, steady and patient, as though it knew I couldn't outrun it. I tripped and hit the ground hard, and when I rolled onto my back, it was standing over me. Its hood slid back just enough for the dim moonlight to reveal a face that shouldn't exist. Skin warped and cracked like burnt wood, multiple glassy eyes blinking out of sync, and a jaw that split far wider than any human mouth as it croaked one broken word. Mary. Before it could finish, a pair of headlights burst through the trees, sweeping over us, and in that instant, the creature vanished, as if it had never been there at all. The driver of the truck found me shaking in the snow, convinced I'd just slipped or been drinking, and I didn't argue. The next morning, when we returned from my car, the hood was open even though I had never touched it, and huge melted footprints circled it in perfect loops, too large to belong to any person. Every Christmas Eve since then, without fail, around midnight, I hear that faint bell jingling outside my window, soft, patient, deliberate, and no matter how much I try to convince myself it's decorations, wind, or my imagination, I know the truth. Whatever stepped out of those woods that night never truly left, and it's still looking for me. Even now, as each Christmas approaches, I feel that same quiet dread settle over me, as if the snow itself remembers what I tried so hard to forget. Maybe one day the bells will stop. Maybe they won't. All I can do is wait, listen, and hope the thing that found me in the dark never finds its way back. And if you have your own true story tucked away, something strange, something frightening, I'd be willing to share one of mine too. Just ask. Like, share, and subscribe to channel for more true disturbing horror stories.